Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Sugar Katie Mystic, and today we're going to be doing a message from your ancestors. So we have 4 piles here for you to choose from. Smokey Quartz is pile 1, Calcite is pile 2, Soldalite is pile 3, and Ammolite is pile 4. And I have these cool new oracle cards that are all about the elements, so I thought that a message from the ancestors would be a perfect way to christen this new deck. So take your time, use your intuition, see which stone or pile calls you the most, and when you're ready, click on the description box in the video and go to your reading. So pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you picked the Smokey Quartz, we'll get started. So I'll start with the oracle cards, and then we'll use our regular tarot to kind of draw the reading together and see what your ancestors really want you to know at this time. Ooh, fire, ignition. Wow, so right away we're starting with some really powerful fire energy. Fire is all about purification, and with this I'm really feeling like starter energy. It's time for you to start something. Your ancestors have been watching you, and they're telling you that you're ready. Whatever it is that you've been wanting to start, maybe it's a project, maybe it's a friendship, maybe it's a new career path, maybe it's a new move, you're ready for it and it's time to get started. That's what I'm really feeling. Also, this card is the 8, so 8 is that balance number. It's the manifestation of our spiritual and material desires at once. So you're really supported right now in the actions that you take. Ah, okay, so you have the hearth. So this is all about comfort and your home. So yeah, I'm feeling like pay attention to how comfortable you are. If you've been kind of rocky feeling about taking the moves that you kind of feel in your heart it's time to take, pay attention to how comfortable you are. Make your home a little bit of a sanctuary so that you're more supported in your external environment when you're taking these actions and these moves. And as well, you have fire again showing up with the hearth. Just look at this little baby with the bow, so adorable. Okay. Yeah, so you have fire showing up here, and hearth is that thing, it's that warm fire that keeps us going and sustains us and warms us, cooks our food, keeps us alive in cold environments. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to what's sustaining you now. And it might be time to kind of bring some new things in that are really going to sustain and build your energy in a more beautiful way. And then depth, lake. Okay, yeah, so it's time to dive deep. Sorry, clearing my throat there. It's time to dive deep for you guys. Really get to the depth of those things that you want to do, those actions that you want to take. Yeah, as you can see, it's kind of like a castle in the middle of the ocean. So I'm feeling like this is what you may have been feeling like for a while, that you were kind of lost. Maybe you were kind of drowning or really uncertain about where you're supposed to go, what steps you're supposed to be taking next. That's all for a reason. Your ancestors are guiding you. We have 11 and 31. So 3 is the number of guidance. Yeah. Let's see what these cards are saying. Spirit of wisdom. So yeah, your ancestors are here right now. They want to bless you with the wisdom. They want to tell you that you already know enough. You've already been doing this deep diving. You know enough to get started. You know enough to ignite that fuel and start up. So don't worry too much. You have the wisdom. You're very supported right now. Shaman of loss. So yeah, whatever you've lost recently, if you've suffered a loss, just know that it was kind of to help move you forward. A lot of the times grief and loss is kind of one of the biggest catalysts for our lives to start again, for us to get a new perspective, for us to view things that we once viewed a certain way in a completely different way. So with this wisdom and loss, I feel like you're really being asked here to see the wisdom from whatever it is you lost. If it was a relative, or if it was just kind of an old way of life, an old way of being in this world. Yeah, that was really there for you to dive deep into that lake, deep into that ocean, and get the lessons that come with grief. And if you haven't lost anything recently, this may be kind of showing you that the loss that is coming, that the loss through starting something new, you may kind of have to give something up. Like, you know, sometimes they say things come with a price. It may be that it's for your best good. It's for your highest purpose. It's to bring you closer to something, closer to your inner truth and your meaning. I know personally I suffered a heartbreak a couple months ago, and it was like the biggest activation energy I've ever gone through. And sometimes that's what happens, is we go through these really rough periods and they activate us, they ignite us, they light the fire of our gifts within us. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. And Hunter of Paths, yeah. It's time for you to set your foot down the road, walk down that path that's calling you. I feel like you guys know what you want to be doing right now, and you're just kind of hesitating, holding back, unsure, sitting with this, oh, it's not time, it's not right. It is right. Your ancestors are saying right now, you're on the right path. Go for it. It's time to go for it. And sorrows. Yeah, so I'm feeling a lot of sadness has happened for you guys, or is happening currently, with this depth in this lake. Definitely I'm being brought back to an image of just kind of drowning in your emotions, drowning in the sorrow of your loss. That could be what's kind of holding you back, is all this sorrow you've been feeling. But with it being a shaman, both the sorrows and the loss being a shaman card, shamans are the healers. You know, they take sickness and disease and they turn it into healing. They take sorrow and they turn it into joy. And I feel like that's what's going to happen for you. This is igniting you. This is starting you down this path. And, you know, whatever you're going through, I'm sorry. You know, I didn't expect so much sadness to come through in this reading. But, you know, our ancestors, they don't sugarcoat things. They kind of tell it how it is. So whatever sorrow you're experiencing, it's okay. It's time to move forward. It's time to move down that path. You don't have to let go completely of the memories and the good times, but you do have to move on now. You do have to step forward. So go back to this kind of hearth energy. Find what you can take comfort in. Find where you can feel safety, sanctuary. If it's friends, if it's pets, bring that together. Build a safe spot for you to really move through this loss and this sorrow, so that you can really get to the root, the gold, the wisdom within it. Here we have the eye of the storm. Yeah, so you guys are definitely in a tumultuous period, lots of chaos, lots of pain. But yeah, your ancestors are telling you that you're in the center. Keep in the eye of the storm. Keep in that space of kind of finding and returning to peace over and over, no matter how hard it gets. Bring yourself back to peace. Yeah. You know, storms change everything. They change our lives in huge, beautiful, amazing ways. And I feel like that's what's happening to you, even though it's coming with some suffering and some pain, some loss and some sorrow. So, yeah. And then we have the rose quartz. So yeah, find yourself some rose quartz if you can, honestly. I feel like that will really help kind of ease your heart and ease this transition for you, bringing you back to this period of calmness. Your ancestors are telling you right now that they love you, they care for you, they're supporting you through this time. They really are, whether or not you can see them. If you want, you can kind of tune into them, start speaking to them out loud, start speaking to them in your head, build that connection so that you can really feel their love, their support, and their guidance around you. And it's very interesting because you guys picked the stormy quartz, so definitely this huge storm theme going on for you with these oracle cards. We'll pull just a few of the tarot to kind of bring this reading together, see if there's anything else that wants to come through from your ancestors. You're definitely very strong. That's what I'm kind of feeling with all this. You're a very strong person. I know it kind of sucks sometimes to be strong all the time, but this is why you're being given this path. You're being given this difficult path because you can take the lessons out of it. You can get the nectar of wisdom. You can get that path and that ignition from this. So you're being given this stormy time because you can bear it, and because you're someone who is really destined to use this stuff in a way that not many people can. Oh, and this deck just came out. This card just flew out of the deck. So we have the Three of Cups, celebrations and fiestas. So yeah, I'm seeing at the other side of this, you have a lot to celebrate. There's a lot to be thankful for. There's a lot that's going to come to you that's really going to lighten up your spirit and let you feel that joy again. So just get through this time. Learn how to get through this peace. Accept the suffering. You know, you don't have to push yourself to feel better than you're feeling. If you really feel like shit right now, feel like shit. Your ancestors are there for you. They're not trying to force you to feel better than you feel. So on the other side of this is really going to be this party. Like, look at this, guys. They got drinks, they're dancing, they're all sexy. That's what's on the other side of this storm for you. So what else are your ancestors wanting to say to you? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have two cards of people kind of offering things up. This is kind of chasing dreams, chasing opportunities. Again, it reminds me of this ignition card and this path card, telling you to really go for it. Go for the things you want to go for. You know, when you lose everything, not saying you guys have lost everything, but when you lose major things, you kind of get to this space where you really have nothing more to lose, and you can really go for it and be free to chase those things you want to chase. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. Chase those opportunities, chase those dreams, and offer up your fears, offer up your worries to that higher guidance. Sometimes it's easier to trust in something greater than us. If you have an altar, you can add stuff that reminds you of your ancestors, kind of connects you to your cultural roots and heritage. Rely on them. They're telling you you can rely on them. They're in service to you with this Four of Wands. And so if you're really in this place of just falling on the floor in pain and suffering, fall before them and ask for them to alleviate some of it for you. Ask for them to step into your life and take control of the things that you can no longer control and the things you can no longer do yourself. They're here to support you. This to me is very much like offering up to spirits, offering up to God or the universe, whatever you wish to call it, whatever you wish to believe in. You know, you can trust that your path is supported here, and it doesn't need to all be on your shoulders, these burdens and these sorrows. It doesn't need to be all on you. Definitely, again, with this Five of Pentacles in reverse, you're going through this period of loss, of emptiness, of lack. This is kind of that spiritual poverty card. You may be feeling despair. You may be feeling like there's no point to anything. And this is really to help you find your own point, find your own purpose, find your own meaning. Yeah, this is kind of a heavy reading to start off, but I really hope you guys are doing okay. I'm going to do two more cards to kind of close this out for us. It seems pretty clear to me. Hopefully it's clear to you what the ancestors are trying to say here. Yeah. Okay. So you're gaining this knowledge, you're gaining this wisdom, you're gaining this mastery through this period. This is here to teach you. You know, the greatest sages and the greatest teachers of all time are ones who've been down their own rocky paths and their own rocky roads. They really know what it's like. And so this is what's coming for you, is it's helping you to master wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of a certain thing, whatever it is that you're going through here. It's helping you gain that wisdom. And again, here with this King of Cups, you know, this is kind of being lost in your emotions, this is kind of being chaotic, kind of controlled by those storms and those waves. So definitely find yourself some rose quartz, or surround yourself with things that feel calming and warm and safe for you. Take some baths, something like that. Help you get into a space where you can really feel through your emotions, and you'll get through this rocky period for sure, and you'll get something really beautiful out of it. You'll get to this maybe emotional mastery of wisdom, some deeper understanding that other people aren't going to be able to access, and that you can then share with this Queen of Swords, because, you know, she's very much a truth sayer, a truth sharer. She has the wisdom and she speaks it to people. So that's what's really coming through for you guys. And yeah, I feel like you guys are really lost right now. And that's okay, you know. You can't be found unless you're lost. You can't find purpose unless you lose purpose, you know. You can't gain... Well, I feel like you can gain a little bit without losing, but you can't really appreciate those gains until you've lost something. And that's what this is here for. You're going through this rocky road for a reason, to get you somewhere beautiful. And again, I'm just hearing your ancestors are really supporting you. They're really loving you. They want you to know that they can see a little bit wider of a perspective that you can see, and this is for your highest good. This is for the best for you. And yeah, so I hope that reading helped you a little bit. I hope it made you feel a little bit more certain, a little bit more capable of kind of facing these challenges that you're facing right now, a little bit more connected to your ancestors and your heritage. Yeah, you can let me know how you felt in the comments if you want to. I always appreciate your feedback. And if not, I hope you have a beautiful day. I wish you the best of luck on this journey. Thank you so much for watching. So welcome to your reading, pile 2, if you picked the Calcite. This is your reading here. Just put that to the side. So we're going to start with some oracle cards. I have these beautiful new elemental cards we're going to work with today. And then I'll bring the reading together with our tarot, as I find that's kind of a really good way to do it. And it allows us to get more messages through, I think. Fury and bushfires. Ooh, okay. Ancestors are not playing today. I'm also feeling here that you may have some like indigenous ancestors, or some ancestors that were really connected to the land with this bushfire card. Okay, let's see what else comes up. Fury, an attraction, magnetism. Wow. So you're definitely getting into this place where you're very magnetic to your wants and desires. Your ancestors are helping you kind of unlock that superpower of magnetism, that superpower of attraction. You're getting into this space where you can kind of receive more instead of work so hard for things. It's more about just drawing them to you nicely. I'm feeling like with this Fury card, you might have a lot of anger you're dealing with, a lot of just built up fiery energy kind of going through you. If you are feeling that way, exercise. You know, even if you're not someone who likes to exercise a lot, just do a bunch of jumping jacks, punch and kick the air, you know, move your body, sweat it out a little bit, let that fury just move through you. Yeah, because it's powerful creative energy. If you are feeling rage, it's empowerment. It's very powerful creative energy, and it is going to help you kind of unlock this magnetism if you know how to use it, if you channel it properly. So instead of, you know, throwing your rage at the people in your life that are kind of pissing you off, channel it into yourself. Really build it up within you. Let this be this forest fire that kind of burns through everything you don't need anymore and allows you to pull in what you really want and what will really make you happy. Protection cave. So yeah, you're heavily protected right now. Your ancestors are saying here that, you know, they're watching out for you, they're protecting you. If you're feeling lots of negative energy thrown your way, you don't have to worry. They're here and they're keeping you safe, they're keeping you protected. If you want, you can kind of tune in by doing some protective meditations, tuning into your aura and your energy field and seeing how that feels for you. Yeah, but they're wanting you to know right now that you are really protected. I'm seeing lots of 7s here, which is very interesting. We'll see what else comes up for you. Whatever is causing this period of fury, this period of rage, this kind of inner turmoil that you're going through, you're protected from external forces. It's really about you right now. It's really about focusing on you, focusing on what it is you want to be attracting to you, what it is you want to be magnetizing, and really building that energy of receiving. Spirit of healing. Okay, so your ancestors are definitely healing you right now. They could be working on you at night or while you're sleeping, helping you kind of move through whatever it is that you're going through. They could also be kind of guiding you to look for healing. So like, it depends what you're personally going through, but maybe book a massage, maybe book acupuncture, some sort of healing modality that will help you feel a little bit more in your body, a little bit more calm, a little bit more healthy. Look at your diet. Again, exercise keeps coming back. Move a little bit more. Focus on your healing a bit, and that's really going to help this magnetic energy you guys are coming into, stepping into. Shaman of stars. Yeah, so we got lots of stars here, lots of dreams coming to you. Very dreamy vibe, definitely. Yeah. So heal yourself and let everything kind of work itself out around you. Focus inwards on the things that are blocking you. What are the beliefs you have that tell you you can't just get what you want, that you have to work hard for things, etc., etc. Focus on those. Focus on changing those, working with those, and let your dreams kind of come to you. This is a period of attraction for you. Magnetism. Cancer of frustration. Yeah, definitely. Lots of fury, lots of frustration, lots of fiery energy for you guys. Maybe you don't like waiting. Maybe you kind of are forceful and do want to just push through and make things happen. And it's kind of like frustrating to sit in this receiving energy. That's okay. Dance it out. Dance your frustration. Dance it out. Put on some fucking heavy metal music. Sorry. And dance it out. Or some party music and just like let it go. Move through that frustration. It's a powerful emotion. It's not bad to be angry. It's not bad to be frustrated. It's not bad to want to force yourself through these kind of things in life. It's a very powerful emotion. So let yourself move through it. Let yourself really work with it. It's okay to be frustrated. And it's okay to just... I don't know if that makes sense, but you know what I mean? Move through it. Let it out. Try not to focus it on other people and focus it on just feeling that energy coursing through your veins. It's very empowered to be frustrated. It's very empowered to be angry. You know, when you're in a period of sorrow or despair, you just kind of fall on the floor and you're depressed and you can't do anything. But when you're angry, you can do shit. You can do what needs to be done. Your boundaries have been crossed and you tell people and all that shit. So it's very powerful to be frustrated, even though it's frustrating, as I'm sure you know. Shaman of song. So yeah, singing could kind of help you here, using your throat chakra, using your voice to kind of heal through that way. Yeah, that's what I'm really feeling with you guys. Heal with song a little bit. Sing. Find some songs that are really connecting to what you're feeling and just yell them out, sing them out. Let it move through you. Bloodstone. Ooh, this is powerful energy. Very much a catalyst for change, a catalyst for healing. Also works with the blood and the circulatory system, so you may find that that's kind of what's needing to be healed right now. What you should be focusing your energy on is your heart and your circulatory system and things that you can be doing to help that. You can just do simple Googles to see what would really help your cardiovascular system, but I know like leafy greens, cardio, exercise again is really coming up for you guys. Yeah, all those things. Garnet, they say garnet really helps. Who knows? I mean, go with what you feel. And then, yeah, throat chakra coming up strong for you guys. You guys need to learn how to speak what you want into existence. That's what I'm really feeling. Speak what you want into existence. You know, speak your truth to people that are frustrating you. Yeah. Lapis. Lapis is a super powerful stone. I actually have some right here as well. If you really want to heal or open your throat chakra, you can drink lots of tea. Peppermint tea, especially peppermint, spearmint. You can surround yourself with those types of essential oils. Again, peppermint is the huge one for the throat chakra. You can wear blue, surround yourself with blue. You can repeat the mantra, hum. You know, sing that a little bit. That will really open up your throat chakra. So see what else your ancestors are saying to you today with these tarot cards. Okay. These just all flew out. So yeah, we're getting a need for shadow work. Diving into the shadow. Diving into the subconscious. If you remember what I said about those core beliefs, finding what it is that's holding you back. A lot of the time it's really hard for us to look at those things because we want to like deny that we're standing in our own way a little bit. It's time for you to do that. You're strong enough and you're brave enough. So look into shadow work. How can you do that? How can you really engage with those subconscious, deeper parts of yourself that you want to deny are there? Because in the shadow, we find our light. In the shadow, we find our gifts. In the shadow, we find our power. So definitely go into that shadow. And even here, I'm seeing like a little candle, you know what I mean? Not only is he lit up, but there's this little candle here. Whatever's angering you, really dive into it. Find out why. Why are you so triggered right now? That's going to give you a lot of power to understand. And then here we have this very hot Page of Wands lady. She's kind of like, I always find her like the kind of flirty player vibe. She's just like, yeah. Definitely lots of fire within you. Lots of movement here. Yeah, probably a very chaotic energy if you're not used to it. Very heated, very warm. With summer coming, you may be finding that it's just too hot for you if you're in the northern hemisphere. Yeah. Chase your dreams. Build your dreams. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Aim for the stars. This is really what this card is showing. You see how she's pointing directly at the star here. Aim for the stars. Get clear on what you want and especially why you want it. What are your true motives for chasing something? And yeah, figure that out so that you can really magnetize exactly what you want, exactly what you want to feel, exactly the type of relationships you want to have. Yeah, you really want to be authentic with yourself. You know, you don't have to lie to yourself about why you're doing things or why you want certain things. Be honest, and it's okay to be, you know, oh, this motive isn't the best motive in the world. It's okay. I mean, we have our conscious motives, which are all nice and good and beautiful sounding, and then we have our subconscious motives, which usually are a bit darker and, you know, the ones we don't want to say to people, and they sound a little bit negative, and they're just as important as the conscious motives. They tell us just as much about ourselves, and they orient our life a little bit more even than our conscious desires, because they kind of like lead us places without us knowing. So the more you can make that subconscious conscious with the shadow work, the more that you can really be in the driver's seat of your life. And then this card as well flew out here. I'm seeing that you're being a little bit stubborn here. You're kind of holding yourself back again. I keep coming back to that. Yeah, your ancestors see that. I feel like they're a little bit of a kind of sassy vibe here. They're kind of pushing you forward. Maybe they're pushing you into these situations that are angering you a little bit to kind of build that fire in you for you to really move. ancestors are very fiery today, apparently. I'm just going to pull 2 more cards for you guys to kind of bring this reading together, close it out. It seems pretty clear what wants to come through. Remember, this is a general reading, so if not everything resonates, that's okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So you have the World in reverse, and then you have the 2 of Swords. And what's very interesting to me is you have 1 of each element showing up, which is a very balanced energy to have in a reading. 1 of every element, and then 2 major arcanas, the underworld and the world, but in reverse, which kind of again points me back to the underworld card. So the world is completions of cycles. It's achievement of our goals, achievement of our desires. It's that end point kind of in that story of the hero's journey. And so with this here, what I'm really seeing is it's time to really dive into what your goals are, because you are magnetizing things at a very fast rate right now. And if you're not clear on what you want and why, you may kind of bring to you things that you're not really wanting as much, if that makes sense. Like, you may really want this thing on a conscious level, and then you get it and you realize that it doesn't actually give you that feeling that you were truly chasing or what you truly wanted. So really get clear on that, so that when this world does come to you, when this completion does come to you, it's exactly what you want and exactly what you need. And then I'm getting peace. So this frustrating period, this fury period, is really bringing you into peace. It's interesting that you picked the calcite, the orange kind of yellowy calcite, because that again is a very energetic stone. You're being brought through this to get to a period of peace, to get to what will really bring you into that calm, tranquil energy. So yeah, that's what your ancestors are kind of saying through the cards today. You can let me know if you felt like it resonated or related to you in the comments. If not, that's totally cool. I wish you the best, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching. So pile 3, hi, welcome to your reading. If you picked the Soldalite, this is your stone. Right away, this stone is a stone of meditation and enhancing meditative states. So if you do feel drawn to it, you might find that you'll get the most benefit out of kind of meditating, learning how to meditate compared to all the other groups here. Purity ice. Ooh. So right away, I feel like, especially if you've just gone through winter, you've been kind of frozen under ice, going through this really purification period. And now your ancestors are telling you that you're kind of like this really clear and open channel, which again, like connection to meditative states and trances and stuff like that. So yeah, you're in this really pure new state. That is beautiful art. Movement, speed. Okay, so yeah, and with this we have a horse running here too, and then we have movement and speed coming up for you guys. So you're being moved very quickly. Whatever's happening, you're kind of going really fast. You may feel like you're not really able to get a handle on what's going on, why, what's happening, so many changes, so much movement after this period of just being frozen under the ice. Or you may find that you're just kind of like thawing out now, and things are going to kind of go really fast. If there's things that you've been doing that haven't really been coming to fruition, or haven't really been going the way that you thought they would, or moving as fast as you thought they would, you're about to enter this period of movement, this period of speed. You might not really be able to get your bearings for a little while, but it will be for your benefit. Power. Ooh. Wow, volcanoes. Yeah, so this purity and this movement is really bringing you to a place of power. You're a very powerful being. That's what I'm getting from your ancestors here. You're very pure, very powerful, very divinely connected and supported. So whatever is happening, whatever this speedy movement is, you have the power to handle it. You have the power to bring desires to fruition. You're a very strong individual. Your ancestors can see it. They could be kind of infusing you with their power as well. When you were in this kind of frozen state, they were probably adding to your energy, adding to your vibration. You know, volcanoes build up under the surface and then they... So that's kind of what I'm feeling for you guys, like very strongly with these first 3 cards, is that there's been a lot of building up under this very hard, cold surface, and you're going to enter into this really explosive movement period where a lot of things might feel like they're happening at once. You may feel like this next month or this next week or a couple days goes by really fast for you, and it's hard for you to get a grip on what's really going on. That's what's happening. It's kind of your power is coming out to the surface. Spirit of family. So yeah, your family is with you. I feel like for you guys, you definitely have an ancestor here that's helping you, that knew you when they were alive. A very close relative is kind of guiding you. A family member that you know who may have died. They're definitely with you here, and they're guiding you forward. This is a very family vibe. It's not ancestors from thousands of years back. It's ancestors that have known you and have loved you in this life, and they're with you right now, and they're supporting you through this time. Hunter of Death. Yeah, again, so I'm going with the death in the family. I'm also going with a period of transformation. Death doesn't mean like you're gonna die. It just means like this period of transformation, something ending and then something new beginning. Yeah, so that's what I'm feeling like really happened for you guys with this ice card. You kind of frozen, you kind of transformed. A lot of things that you had before kind of had to fall away, or a lot of things that you thought you wanted or thought you needed, or maybe people in your life had to fall away, and you were going through this very death period. Winter is the period of death, and yeah, it's giving you a lot of power, a lot of momentum, and a lot of life. Wow, so you have death and life right beside each other. So definitely you're starting again from a new place. This is kind of like a rebirth, a renewal, a restart for you. Yeah, with that movement card, I feel like lots of things are coming in really fast, lots of life, lots of liveliness. You may have a new appreciation for your life, for the things around you. Spirit of destruction. Okay. So you're being asked to destroy what is in your life that is not serving you. Yeah, that's as clear as it can be with this volcanic power and this destruction card. You're being asked to end or destroy what is holding you back. So you can really think about that. I feel like you'll probably be able to tell what it is that they're speaking about, but there's a need for destruction here. There's a need for you to kind of punch through that ice in a way, break through that kind of cocoon that you've been in. It may be parts of you that have been destroyed. It may be friendships that are no longer serving you, relationships that are no longer serving you, a job, or something like that. Something needs to go. Something needs to be destroyed here. Apatite. So this is a very ancestral stone, tied to our throat chakra as well, tied to our third eye and our dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. They may be guiding you to what you need to kind of let go of, what needs to be destroyed or ended here. Definitely pay attention to your dreams with the apatite coming up. And Herkimer diamond. Purification. Yeah, this is purification. So again, you're being really like internally cleansed, I feel like, for this very spiritual time that you're about to go through. This can also protect from EMFs. So if you're finding that you're like sleeping with your phone, sleeping with your computer right by you, there may be a need for you to kind of move those things away, ground to the earth, get something that can kind of help protect you from EMFs. You may be experiencing a lot of radiation that's kind of affecting you here. Yeah, this is a very highly spiritual stone. Heck of a diamond. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Okay. So right away we have the world flying out. This is completion of a cycle. This is achievement and attainment of goals. So yeah, something is definitely at the end for you. You may find that, like I said, if you've been doing a lot of work and not really getting lots of movement, or kind of not really a period of harvest, this is a period of harvest is coming for you guys, if that makes sense. Fruition of your desires. The culmination of whatever action you've been taking is about to be upon you. Okay, wow. Interesting. Okay, so a lot of these cards, well, the first three have actually been coming up for other people as well, so very interesting. This is why I like to do it this way, because it gives a little bit more of a better message, I feel like. So here, I feel like you're in this very, like, flirty period. With this and the fiesta coming up, the celebration, it's a time to kind of just relax, take things easy, celebrate, dance, move, get out of that darkness and really shine your light. You're very kind of brand new and shiny and sparkly to the world right now, and it's okay for you to be seen. It's time for you to be seen. Time to kind of crawl out of that cave that you've been in. And there's lots to celebrate. And with this showing up right under the life card, I'm seeing a need for you to really celebrate life. Find the things that you're grateful for. Find the things that fill you with joy. Do those things more. Get into that celebratory energy. Dance, move. There's been a lot of illusions surrounding you. Unseen forces, illusions, mysteries, maybe some lies. That's probably what's kind of needing to be destroyed here, with this being right under this destruction card. Yeah, look at the mysteries in your life. Look at the possible illusions. They could be coming from you. They could be coming from other people. They could just be coming from the world at large. There's a need to cut through those to kind of get into this clear space of seeing, which again brings me back to this Herkimer diamond and this appetite, really asking you to see clearly. Again, I want to say connect to meditation. Take some time to just sit with yourself. Tune into your own energy, tune into your own vibration, and see what you really feel about a situation, what your intuition is guiding you to do here. We'll pull 2 more cards to bring this reading together for you guys. Okay. One just wanted to pop out, I guess. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So we have the Page of Swords. So Page of Swords is, I don't know, she's like the victorious card to me. She's like the clouds parting to her energy, to her speech, to her voice, to her just strength of her being. She's out in the world. She's speaking her truth. She's not afraid. So that's what I'm really feeling for you guys. Your ancestors are telling you that the way is opening up for you. The way is clearing. The obstacles that have been on your path, they're moving out of the way. They're being released. This whole period of difficulty or struggle or giving up or lack of hope has been for you to get something, and now you have it, and the way is clearing and opening, and there's this new beginning happening, this new lease on life, this, again, with the death and the life card showing up, this rebirth, this reincarnation of your spirit, this starting again. Maybe a project that you've kind of been working really hard on and haven't been, again, getting lots of movement on, and have been getting up and giving up and really stagnant. It's time to start that again, to get back into that vision and really move and take it from this fun space. Dance with it, play with it, celebrate it. It's not this hard work that's needing to be coming through you. It's just this movement, this fast, joyous, supported movement. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling for you guys. You're really clear. This is the clear channel card again for me. Clear channel, clear channel. So you can tune into your ancestors. You can see if they have any messages specifically for you in meditation. You can try a trance journey. One of my favorite ways to meditate is listening to drums, and it kind of puts you into this trance state that can take you on a little bit of a journey where you can learn things. It's kind of like lucid dreaming. You can try that if you want. Just Google trance journey. It's very easy to do. Just need headphones. Yeah. Definitely you're a clear channel. You can listen to messages right now. So trust your intuition, trust your internal compass, trust your guidance system, and trust your movements. Trust those kind of just jolty actions that you want to take and that speed that you want to move with, because it's very supported right now. And your ancestors are here and they're telling you to go for it. You're ready. So cool. You've definitely been transforming, so I'm very proud of you, whatever you've been through or been going through. I know it kind of takes a lot to go through these heavy periods and come out new, so good job for doing that, and I wish you the best. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 4. Welcome to your reading. If you picked the Ammolite crystal, very good crystal to pick from your ancestors. It's a fossil. Some people I've heard say it's still alive. Who knows? Very cool stone though. Not sure if you've seen it close up. There you go. It's very pretty. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started with your reading. What are your ancestors trying to tell you? What do they want you to know right now? What's their message for your highest good? The soul and passion. Okay, wow. I feel like you really need to connect to the passion within your soul. As you can see, she's kind of like crying water here. I feel like there's a need for you guys to release, go through a release period, maybe do some conscious crying. Connect to the passion within your soul. There's going to be a revitalization for you guys. Change. Yeah, just as I say, revitalization, change in the wind. Something different is coming for you. So it's okay to release the kind of burdens of your past and move with this change. Let the winds kind of sweep it away. Yeah, not everyone can do this, but if you're somewhere that's like a little bit private, running naked in the wind is one of the most beautiful ways to release energy. It's an ancient practice from the kind of Norse shamans and the Russian shamans. It's very beautiful. Obviously not everyone will be able to do this, but if you can connect to the wind element, I feel like that's really going to help you move through this and release what needs to be released to connect you to your passion. Cleansing of storms. Yeah, cleansing. Lots of cleansing energy for you guys. Lots of renewal. Yeah. Solitariness and desert. Okay, so it may be kind of time for you to go kind of on a soul journey, if that makes sense. Like step into the metaphorical desert and reconnect to your soul, reconnect to your passion, cleanse the things that are holding you back, cleanse out the energy of other people that could be affecting you and affecting your aura right now. Lots of light and green coming up for you guys. You may find like spiritual baths with Epsom salts that will really cleanse out your energy. Can be really useful for you too, standing in the rain, things like that. Shaman of reflections. Yeah, reflect on your soul, reflect on your passions, reflect on what needs to be cleansed. This is what your ancestors are asking you to do right now. Really reflect inwards. Dancer of fear. Aww. So I feel like maybe you're kind of in this space of fear right now. You're scared of the changes that are occurring in your life. You're scared of connecting to your passion and connecting to your soul. Reflect on that fear. See what that fear is trying to tell you. You know, fear exists for a reason. It's very valuable. It can be used for your highest good. So if you're in this space of anxiety, in this space of fear, try just connecting with it. Spend a day out by yourself, somewhere in nature, and connect to that fear. Where is it coming from? What does it want you to know? It's asking for your care and attention. So definitely see if you can do that. See if you can give it to it. Give it your care. Dancer of Promise. Yeah, your ancestors are promising that you're going to get through this. That's what I'm really feeling from this card coming up. Your ancestors are promising you that this cleansing, this change, this desert that you're entering where it's kind of like, where do I go? There's so much vastness here. You're going to get through it. They're promising that they're with you and they're guiding you through this fear. On the other side of your fear, on the other side of your comfort zone, is your wildest dreams and desires. And that is the promise that is coming through for you guys right now. And reconciliation. Yeah, so reconcile. Again, I'm feeling like reconcile your fear. Reconciling is the merging of two ideas. It could be reconciling with someone from your past, someone that you lost or lost a relationship with, but also it can be the merging of different ideas, the fear and the courage, reconciling your promises with action, or, reconciling this change with this kind of certainty that it's going to be okay. Your ancestors are really here for you. Lots of dancers coming up, so I'm feeling like if you feel called to dancing and connecting to your movement is really going to help you through this time. Kind of cleanse that energy, letting vibrations just move through you. Close your eyes, tune into a song you love, and just move. Amethyst. So they're helping you see clearly. Your ancestors are really helping you get clear right now. They're helping to raise your vibration, connect you to truth, calm those fears with you. They're really working side by side with you, looking after you, caring for you at this time. And turquoise, they're asking you to step into authenticity, cleanse out the parts of you that are fake, the parts of you that are masks. We all kind of put on masks. It's totally natural to do, but our masks can only get us so far, and at some point in our life we're going to have to remove those and be who we truly are. Move from our really clear and strong throat chakras and our authentic expressions of ourselves. And that's what's being asked of you here. If you're in conflict with someone, speak your truth to that person. You can't guarantee that they're going to react the way that you want them to react or you wish they'd react, but you can guarantee that you will feel better and you will be clearer if you get it off your chest and if you speak your truth. So clear the air. There's a need for you to clear the air definitely here. We'll see what the tarot cards have to say. Okay. Very cool. So with this Six of Pentacles here, they're offering you support. They're offering you protection. You may be experiencing like a windfall of material abundance or money or something like that soon. But I'm really hearing that they're offering it to you. Your ancestors are helping you. They're guiding you. They're sending you support through this time. If you find called to do it, connecting with them in ceremony could be a good idea. Definitely maybe a windfall of money. Maybe getting like another stimulus check or something like that if you're in America. That's here to support you. That's here to help you move through these fears and uncertainties that you're going through. I feel like you're on this really rocky foundation right now, and that's why there's this need to change. Whatever you've built your life upon, or this period of life upon, is not your true passion. It's not your true soul desire. I feel like they're wanting me to be really blunt with you. It's not your passion. And it's rocky, and it's not going to support you how you want it to support you, because it's not rooted in your soul. And so there's this need to reflect on that. It might not be like career. It could be like a relationship. It could be where you're living. Something is not filling up your cup as much as it should be. And you're being asked to look at that and reconcile it, because you're on this very rocky foundation, and it's not going to support the life that you want and the life that you need. And you're stepping into this really boss energy. This Emperor card, he tells it how it is. He can direct the flow of things. He can organize and order other people from this really empowered place. Maybe an Aries that you're dealing with. You're being asked to step into this boss energy and to connect to your soul and make the changes that need to change, to direct your life where it needs to go. That's what I'm really feeling here. Direct your life where it needs to go. Step into that authenticity, which can be hard, but it's definitely worth it. Yeah. So we have the Death card. So a death is needed. A transformation is needed. Clearing is needed. You're going through this very transformational period, that's for sure. It doesn't mean necessarily an actual death. Transformation is needed here. So figure out what your fears are, figure out what you're scared of, and then figure out how you can move through this transformation period a little less scared, a little more supported. Hopefully hearing that your ancestors are here, watching you, looking after you, guiding you, can kind of help you feel a little bit more brave with this. But there's a need to transform into that boss energy that you are meant to be. So I'm just going to pull 2 more cards to kind of pull this reading together. Ooh. Energy. So things are going to change really fast once you step into that. Things are going to come to you really fast once you can get into that boss vibe. You're building energy here. You're kind of like building a fire within yourself. And that's what's going to move you. So you got to cleanse so that this energy is really pure and really strong and can lead you exactly where you want to go. This guy. And lots of earth is showing up, so I am feeling like this is very much about how you are in the material plane, how you are in your job and your career, in the very mundane, everyday aspects of life, not as much spirituality, but that really real, tangible life that you're living. One last card for pile 4 from your ancestors, please. Interesting. So I definitely feel like you're in this place of uncertainty. There's a need for you to just offer up your fears, kind of throw your questions out into the world, out into the air, let them exist, and then let them go. You're not going to get all the answers right away. You really have to tune into your soul to find what you need, tune into passion, tune into what really lights that internal fire for you, and go with it. And you may not be able to see the way through right now. You may not be able to see the way through for a little bit, not until this cleansing really moves through you, not until you're on the other side of this transformation. But that's just the way it goes sometimes. So how can you be okay with this uncertainty? How can you step into a space where it's okay not to know all the answers right now, and it's okay to kind of mix up and shake up your life and go with these changes that are really asking to be changed? And your ancestors are telling you it's time. whatever it is that you want to let go of, whatever it is that has really been holding you back, it's time to let it go and to move forward. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling for you guys. The ancestors really don't mess around. They're pretty straightforward and blunt with their messages. That's what I'm really feeling today. So hopefully this helped kind of guided you, made you feel like what you're going through is a little bit more aligned with how it's supposed to be for you right now. And if you want, you can give me some feedback in the comments to how it related to you. If not, that's totally cool too. It doesn't really matter too much. I just love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you the best with this transformation you're going through. Yeah, definitely might be a little bit rocky, but you guys got this. You're this boss, man. You're this boss energy. You can do it. You can go through this. Just let it happen, okay? Wishing you the best. Thank you so much.